Hello crochet friends, welcome back. We're working on our St. Patrick's Day wreath cover and we ended last time with row 3. Today we're going to get going with row 4, but row 4 is going to be a repeat of row 2. So that's how this project is going to work along. It's going to keep repeating rows 2 and 3 over and over again until we get enough length to cover our wreath. So I'm going to be changing my color for row 4 and I wanted to demonstrate that for you. So what I'm going to do is I need to chain, right? I need to chain 3 to start row 2 here. So instead of chaining with this green, I'm going to chain with my new green. Okay, so it does require a little bit of holding pieces and stuff, you know, all your yarn, your hook, and your project, but it does turn out pretty when you can change your colors. So I've wrapped it around my hook here, okay, and I'm going to pull it through the dark green, and that will be chain 1. Okay, that counts as chain 1 for my work. So now I've got these 2 tails back here and I'm going to hold them as tight as I can. Trying to get that dark, there we go, the dark green one tighter. So now you can see I have my 1 loop for my chain 1, here's my chain 2 and my chain 3. And I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to hold those for just a little bit so things don't come unraveled. Okay, let's see, because we're going to have a better crochet day today. I don't know, yesterday I just felt very out of sorts for some reason. It happens. Okay, so we want to skip this first cluster we have here and go into the next cluster and give it 3 double crochets. So I'm going to yarn over, enter my cluster, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, everybody stay where you need to be. That's double crochet 1. I need 2 more, so yarn over, enter, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, enter, last double crochet. Okay, back to the feel of the double crochets today. Next, we skip this cluster. We yarn over, go into the space between the clusters, 3 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2 and 3. Wonderful. Okay, and we do this all the way across here, right? Until we get to the end, because at the end we will be giving it just 1 double crochet. If you remember all the way back to the last video when we did row 2, and a little piece, there we go, that's 2 and this is 3. If you remember row 2, it just had 1 double crochet at the very end. So we do our clusters. This is nice because it's not very wide work, so it should work up fairly quickly. I think the fun part of this project will be picking your colors as you're going along, deciding when you want to change colors. Okay, because you know, it's your work of art and y'all are very crafty people, and I know it's going to come out beautiful. I'm doing all shades of green. You don't have to. You can do any colors that you would like. Maybe you want to pop a yellow in there or something, you know. Always choices, always choices. So this is my cluster of 3 double crochets here. This is row 4, but we are repeating row 2. We have 1 more space over here, right? Let's give it another set in there. All right, that's 2 and 3. Now, this is where we were talking about at the end of row 2. It has us do in this little chain here, right? If you remember, and we're going to do 1 double crochet. So right there, 1 double crochet. And then we're going to chain 3 if you're staying with your same color. 1, 2 and 3 and turn your work. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So just make sure your tails stay together on the other side there where you were changing things up. Okay, now we do, this is row 5, but we repeat as row 3. Okay, so we chained 3, we're going to have 2 double crochets right here in that space. Okay, so here's 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet. Okay, so the chain counts as a double crochet, and that gives us a nice little cluster. And then we go across with our 3 double crochets in each space between our clusters. Nice and easy. So that's 2 and 3. We don't do anything fancy at the end of this one, remember. We just keep going with our clusters. So this is 2 and 3. Grab a little more yarn. And this is going to be another cluster of 3 double crochets. Are you doing okay with the double crochets? I do hope so. Don't forget, if you need to just practice a stitch on its own, I do put the shorts in there in the description with the instructions, just to try to help you out in case, sometimes we forget, or we're just very, very beginner and we want to learn a stitch. This is a great project to learn the double crochet. You will be doing a lot of it. 1 and 2. Oops. Keep having these little pieces. I like this yarn. This is a Vanna's Choice yarn, and it's usually good. I keep getting little splits here for some reason. Okay, let me take a look-see here and do a count of my clusters when I'm done with this one, because I believe we have 1 more in that space. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. We had our initial that we made, and then we went through all of them. So this last space here, don't forget your cluster in that last space. 1 and 2. And if it pulls a little, because that's where we joined, just hold your tails if you need to, okay? Hold them in the back of your work there while you're trying to go along. All right, so that would be the end of row 5, which was a repeat of 3, okay? And we are going to continue with that until it fits our wreath. We're just going to keep going, repeating 2, 3, 2, 3. And you will know what row you're on. Next up is row 6, so we know it's an even number, so we will repeat row 2. And then 7, odd number, repeat row 3, because it's an odd number. So that always helps me. I don't know why. Evens and odds always seem to help me out with that. So now I think I'm going to change my color. Maybe I'll do 1 more row of this. I don't know. I had 1, 2, 3. Well, I think I'll change my color up. So I'm going to change my color when I start my next one. So this will be my chain 3 here. And I'm going to pick this cute little color. It's kind of a sage color. So I was going to go with this next. So when I start with my chain for my next row, I will hold just like we did at the beginning and pull this color in, right? And I will hold everybody down. 2, 3, turn my work, and I will proceed with row 2, which is now going to be row 6 for me. I will skip my cluster, and then I will start with my 3 double crochets. So I'm going to set you free to create your striping just the way you like it and work on this until it reaches around your wreath form. Okay, so that's the key, is we need to make sure, let me grab mine, we need to make sure that we have enough length to go all the way around this. So it's going to take a little bit of time. So that's why I thought we could stop here and just regroup when we've got this definitely big enough to cover this. And then we are going to stitch it all together. Okay, so keep repeating rows 2 and 3. I will put that down below with the directions. The 2 and 3, repeat that all the way until it fits your form. Okay, so but have fun changing up the colors and making it your own way. I think that's going to be fun, and I want you to enjoy that part of it. Okay, I will see you next time, and we will sew this together. I'll see you then. Thank you, and have a joyful day.